YouTube, what's up? This is Damian Alexander. Just want to give you guys another video. Welcome to my channel for wholesaling. I told you my goal is to try to show you guys from the beginning of me building my wholesaling business, just kind of some of the interactions, some of the things that I'm learning as I go along. I do want to start this channel right away because I do not consistently make $50,000, $100,000 a month. So I actually want to show you guys the struggles that I endure and the things that I go through as I do continue to build my business. I want to be one of, if not one of the few, that actually starts this thing and show you guys before they get things on autopilot, before they really get things figured out. Because I'm at the very beginning stage of really getting things figured out, but I got a lot of traction going. So do me a favor, if you like this video, hit the like, subscribe to my channel. I'm actually on my way to an appointment that I'm supposed to be at in about an hour, but I just wanted to touch bases and give you guys one of those down moments. I think a lot of successful wholesalers and a lot of the guys that we all look up to, including myself, that inspire me, you know, they pump us up and they tell us we can do this, and they tell us that we're gonna have, you know, things that we have to push through, but we never really hear about, you know, the dry weeks that they have, or, you know, the deals that could have profited $20,000-$30,000 and those deals fell through. So not that we want to focus on the negative, but I think, you know, we do want to stay in the reality that this business is a roller coaster. And when we see the success of others, and then when we face and we have to overcome obstacles, we get discouraged because we think it's us, we think it's something we're doing wrong, and we lose confidence in ourselves. So I think that it's important to show the high moments, which you guys will see, but I actually want to share with you guys one of the moments, that a deal I just had, literally within hours, we were ready to, you know, close it out, and it fell through. So real quick, I don't want to make this video long. I had a seller called. Based on the numbers, there was no equity. I'll give you numbers. The home was maybe about $105,000, $105,000 on a good day. Very nice rental area. The homeowner owed about $82,000 on the mortgage, but the owner was $6,000 behind on the mortgage. So we were looking at a total of $88,000. The home needed about $20K in repairs. So that's not a wholesale deal. What I did with this deal was a seller financing, a lease option. I will do videos later about lease options. I know there are wholesalers that do lease options, but it's not a typical wholesale strategy, if you want to call it that. But basically, I actually listened to this seller, and I tried to refer this seller to a realtor. I went on this appointment even though I knew the numbers were not there, guys. And I do want to kind of put an asterisk on this, is if you're nervous and struggling about how to negotiate and how to talk to a seller, you have to have the mindset and the mind frame that you're not there to negotiate, to talk someone down on a price for their home. You're there to help them. You know, we're not looking to do anything with real estate. We're there to solve problems. So in this case, I was able to talk to the lady, and my entire focus, even though I knew it wasn't a wholesale business, was who can I refer her to, you know, with our resources, who can I guide her to, what direction can I show her to help her, you know, move on to the next phase in her life. So I actually sent this to a realtor, 3 realtors. All realtors stated they couldn't do anything, the home needed too much work, and even if they wanted to list it, she owed too much on the mortgage. So this lead came back to me, and I said, you know what? I wanted to focus on wholesaling. So I actually let this situation show me or teach me how to do lease options. I'm aware of them, but I never wanted to get into them. But again, with the numbers, how home is worth 105. We're about 82K on the mortgage, about 6 grand behind. So I tried to do the option consideration. And the option consideration is just the down payment, but that is the money that has to bring the mortgage current for the new tenant buyer. So we're already at high numbers there. But I put it out as a lease option, and I got about 23 hits on it. I put it out at night, woke up in the morning, I had about 23 hits, 23 interests on it. And we did a screening, we found a tenant buyer, they were consistent, they had the money on the spot, everything was there. We were just trying to schedule how can we get everyone together at the table to officially, you know, we had all the paperwork signed. I met with the seller on my own accord, I met with the buyer on the own accord. Everyone agreed to all of the terms, everything was understood. We were just really gonna just meet so we can just say, hey, I'm out of the deal, here you guys are, if you guys have questions amongst each other. That's the phase we were at with this deal. So I called the seller to get their time to say, hey, when can we all sit down? And the seller said, I have bad news. So me trying to be Mr. Optimistic, instead of going, oh, what do you got? I say, okay, we'll get through it. You know, what do you have? Don't worry about it. Let's talk about it. There is a way to get through it. And the seller told me that the back mortgage, instead of $6 grand, was $11,000. So for us, what that told me was, for us to move forward with this deal, we would have had to make the option consideration, aka down payment, more than $11,000. Plus, I get paid whatever the option consideration would be in a typical land lease option agreement. So I already pushed the numbers up to put it out there, and I got hits, but now she just told me her back payment was double. Now, you may be thinking, I should have done my homework, I should have checked the numbers with the mortgage company, but this is what I want to say, guys. I actually reviewed the last month's mortgage statement, and I seen the previous balance and the monthly payment along with the interest. I've seen all of the mortgage information, so even for me, I cannot understand why it's double. So we're still going to do some homework on it. You never know how honest and upfront the seller may be. So as excited as you may get on some of these appointments and some of these deals, always perform your due diligence. Worst case scenario, that is what your title company is for. But I just wanted to share with you guys that with the mortgage paid off, I was getting ready to, at least get money from marketing. And hours from, we had cashier's checks, everything ready, just meeting at the table. This is what fell into my lap. So, needless to say, that deal is on hold. Probably is not going to happen because I was already making a very marginal. We're making $1,200 to do it, but I was okay with that because it's not about the money. It was about helping someone. So I felt more at ease being able to help someone. That's right. I shoot videos wherever I can get it to you guys. So that deal fell through, but an hour later, this is how the energy works. I got a call about an offer I put in maybe about 3 days ago, and I offered them $1,500 sight unseen, and I told them it's contingent upon me walking the property. They said, let me get back to you. I said, great, take all the time. I'm not one to rush, but we are, reaching out to a few homeowners, so whoever can commit to us, that's who we're going to work with. When I got the information about this deal falling through, I got this call maybe within an hour saying, we're willing to move forward with your offer, but we know you still want to walk the property. I have buyers already lined up. I can easily sell this property, easy, 11 grand, unless I go in there and it's just completely tore down. I drove by it. $1,500 as if it was boarded up. That's like foreclosure, nobody wants it type of price. So I'm actually going to go tie this deal up. Hopefully it can be very profitable. I know a lot of property management companies that like to buy in this area. I've seen what they bought. I know the purchase price, but this deal will actually 10x what I was going to make on the lease option. So guys, when you get these deals that don't fall through, it's all part of the business. I don't care how much or how successful one looks. They're trying to keep us positive. They're trying to keep us focused. They're trying to keep us to move forward, and that's what we have to appreciate. But they also go through moments where they have to push through it. They have to continue to move forward. We all do, they all do, and you do as well. So I know you guys can do it. I just want to share with you guys that when you run into these moments, don't feel that it's over. Don't feel that it's done. And it could be anything. It doesn't have to be a deal. It can be a phone call. It can be someone that was interested. You thought you were on your way to the home and they call back and say, I'm not interested. It could be you thinking you're going to tie a deal up and they say, call me back in a week, and you call back in 5 days and they tell you they already sold it or they're already under contract with someone. Like, these things happen, You just have to celebrate the small wins that you took the steps forward. I will do a video after this about celebrating the small wins because that is actually what helped me. It wasn't the most inspirational, motivational things that I do with my morning rituals. It was actually being conscientious and aware of the small wins. So keep moving, guys. If you have anything you'd like to add to this video, I read comments. I want to know what you guys' thoughts are. Share with me understand that when you put a comment out there, it's not for me, but for everyone. So anyone and everyone can see that. And again, like and subscribe if you have not. Thank you guys. Let me get to my deal because we don't want to be late. But thank you guys. Look forward for giving you more information. Take care.